Hey, this is Michael Clay, and I just wanted to just sit with you for a minute and give this illustrated visual message, and hopefully it just moves your soul. And this called God is Your Spotter. Man, about 10 years ago, this preacher, he's actually a priest, Father Pfleger, did a speech or a sermon about God being your spotter. And you know, when you're younger in Christ, or when you're a new believer, you know, you understand things, you know, and life has its ups and downs, but, you know, what does it mean by your spotter? You know, everyone who's ever lifted weights or ever joined a racquetball club or a gym, etc., has had a trainer. And that trainer comes in, and when you're lifting weights, especially weights that you aren't able to handle usually, he will give you a spot. Well, what does that mean? That means the spotter just protects you. They don't lift the weight for you, but what they do is they protect you so that you won't be hurt or harmed by the weights. And that's something when you think about God being your spotter. You know, God will let you go through things. You will go through some battles. You will go through some storms, but He'll make sure that they won't harm you or they won't kill you, that you will have a testimony. You know, there's no testimony without a test. And in life, though, we can lift our weights in life and go through our struggles and go through our things, but it's always nice to know that He's your spotter. Now, a lot of times success comes outside of our comfort zone. What do I mean? If you're used to lifting 150 pounds and you've been lifting 150 pounds for 2, 3 years, 20 years, well, you're not successful anymore. You were successful when you were used to lifting 80 pounds and you worked your way up and you finally got up to 150 pounds. And once you got up to 150 pounds, you mastered it. But to be successful, you need to add on weight. You need to say, well, listen, I'm going to do 165 pounds. Now, it's going to hurt at 165, but you can do it. But what sometimes life, with no warning, will send you 250 pounds of lift. 250 pounds might kill your neighbor, it may kill your kids, but with God being your spotter, you can survive. And what do I mean? You've never lifted 250 pounds, but you've been working and you've been pushing this 150 pounds all your life, and you thought you were strong, and everyone talks about how strong you are, and you're like, God, why would you give me these weights? What do I have to do? You know, just as being on this bench, life has its ups and its downs. It's ups and its downs. So what happens? You're laying here and you finally you have 250 pounds of pressure. It's come out of nowhere. And you're like, Lord, how do I do it? And He says, push! But you say, no, I can't handle those weights. And He says, push! You're like, but it's too heavy, Lord, it's gonna hurt me. And He says, push! Imagine a father standing over you, over your weights, over your struggle, over the cancer, over the foreclosure, over your debt, over your relationship, and He's telling you to push. And you have one option, two options. You can quit and say, God, I can't handle it. I can't do it. And you just get up and you walk away. Or you get down and you try it. You say, you know, I used to teach swimming, and people had a fear of the deep. And where I taught swimming, it was 12 feet deep. And people said, well, you know, I can swim in 6 feet. I can swim in 7 feet. I said, listen, if you can swim in 2 feet, you can swim across 12 feet. You have to just dive in. So they have an option. Either they trust me or they leave out. Those who left are still scared to swim, and they're still scared of the deep. But those who stayed in are master swimmers, which is like you. So what do? We have 250 pounds here. We've never lifted this ever in our life, but we've been lifting 150 pounds every day. We've been managing these things, and now what do? You don't be scared of it. You said, but Michael, you don't have a spotter right there. I just see you just by yourself. No, God is my spotter. I trust Him. I understand that He won't put too much on me that I can't bear. What He'll put on me, it might kill you, but I know He'll never give me too much to handle. So in our life, somebody has 500 pounds and they lift that every day. And now here comes 700 pounds. So what do? You get here and I'm sitting here and I'm pondering, and your mom tells you that's stupid. Why would you want to do that? How are you going to sign up to lift that weight? Why did God give you that? Where's your God? When you're looking to do this thing, you're looking to improve yourself. Where is He? And He said, push. So here we go. We got to try it. So we're here. I'm trying this thing. And you're deadlocked. And you hear Him say, push. and you're dead like it. You said push. He said, I've never lifted this before. He said push. I've never lifted it before. I've never lifted it. Ah! You make it. You get this thing up, and you're like, oh my God. With God, I can do anything. Matter of fact, with God, I can push it again. And with God, I can do it again, and again, and again, and now you're locked in, and you're like, oh my God, I'm through this problem again. What do I do? Push! You say, God, take it. You say, push! You say, God, take it. And you say, push! Because He knows that you can do it. You can do all things. Through Christ, He strengthens you. Let God be your spotter. Stop doing this on your own. Empty your bag. Get rid of negative people coming into your New Year's. Every day is a new year if you see in this video. You can do it. Let God be your spotter. Just push. I love you. I do. I'm Michael Clay.